be like, ooh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, Crom isn't guaranteed to be top tier just yet, but it's really looking...
I'm one of those people who just doesn't like to say the word, unless it's in jest or mockery, or satire, I guess. But we'll see what Mr. Kibzu can do. Kibzu, very, very strong player, as we said. You know, he's a young kid, learns quickly, plays well. So see what
I want to see is if he has some of those Twitter combos on deck.
Yeah.
You know, the fair up B strings.
Yeah. The the SD combos are coming out very nicely. But speaking of fair strings, we got SevereCalamari going deep with them.
Absolutely. And it's just Wolf hits so hard. It's almost surprising when you look at the opponent's percentage. It's just taking a few hits, at least that's what it feels like. But there's the stock.
That was very, very solid there stuff there from SevereCalamari. Only 39% into him. That back air being very clean at getting a nice, strong stock early on in this game. You can see, though, right now, Kibzu just throwing out, a lot of the hitboxes that Crom has.
And the jab is causing so much trouble at the ledge.
Yeah. Sure have Ned trying to get that follow-up. Tries to get the forward smash, but a little bit too far away from Calamari.
Oh, and that's a nice combo from Calamari. They're using in the up tilt to get the platform tech chase. There's another big back air, and that's... Oh, he went for the down air.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to find that moment of vulnerability. Perhaps a forward air would have kept him a little bit safe from the immediate hitbox. That does come out after those frames are gone. The vulnerable frames are gone.
Oh, nice forward tilt.
Yeah.
And
read the roll on stage, moved back, and just a very, very clean punish.
Absolutely. And Crom does hit hard. We've been talking about Wolf and his meaty blows, but Crom, if he lays hands on you, you're going to feel it.
Yeah. Kind of taking the Lucina route where doesn't really have a kind of like sweet spot on the blade, just it's all the same. It does mean that it's harder to kind of like, this is why I actually kind of like Roy, a few elements of what Roy has versus Crom as his Echo, in that sometimes you can actually utilize the sour spot to your advantage, and even at riskier or like higher percentages, you can still get some things out to combo because it is a sour spot. Crom doesn't have that, but you have more reliable kind of kill options from it.
Absolutely, and Kibzu's showing that Crom's no stranger to combos himself. He's had some really nice little strings here, keeping Calamari juggled and in the air, but we've returned to neutral and Calamari takes advantage.
Yeah, throws out a forward tilt, not safe enough as the dash attack comes through and gives Sev a nice lead here, looking to take that first game.
And now he's willing to take a step back, just play some neutral, throw some blaster shots.
Don't try to get the try to read the roll in, but the question or the solution he had was not the right answer to the question in hand. But
and Calamari just taking his time, racking up damage. It's starting to look difficult for Kibzu.
Yeah. We were saying this forward smash is very nice and clean. This is winners round 2 as well. Very nice.
Oh, big up B there from...
no punish, though, from SevereCalamari. If that up air had connected, it might have been quite nice.
So what Kibzu's looking for here is he's doing the jab quite a lot, and you can confirm jab into raw back air.
Yeah.
And at this percent, it's absolutely
You were
a kill.
saying... Wow, forward 2. Trying to get
just
the...
a hair late.
I haven't looked at the name of neutral B for
Crom.
Yeah, is it Aura Blade or something? I don't know.
Big up air, and that takes the stock.
But 109% deficit. Kibzu just needs to kind of like just steal himself a little bit for the oncoming onslaught.
I'd just like to point out that even if you're at 0, you will die first from Crom's up B.
Yeah.
In this case, not an issue.
Yeah, dash attack again. It has a nice sweet spot when you land it, at that immediate hit. But that's for game 1 going over to SevereCalamari. He's always been a clean player, just hasn't been able to play enough. And I think he kind of suffered from what a few other players suffered from when it came to Smash 4. Found himself kind of like falling off of the interest kind of like at a certain point, so wasn't able to kind of like really dominate into the later stages. But he's been enjoying Ultimate, really jumping into the game and kind of like, I think again, it's one of those things where the style of play really fits for some people.
Yeah,
there are players who really enjoyed, kind of like that methodical and kind of more defensive play and that kind of like heavy punish style. of Smash 4, but then the more like the aggressive style of Ultimate maybe is isn't meshing as well with them. And the more hectic nature of this game, because it is a little bit more hectic.
It absolutely is. And I thought just for a minute that Kibzu might go for the big up B there, but not to be, willing to just go back to center stage and charge his neutral B.
Yeah, Smashville though, he has us off obviously just having the central platform to its name.
And Kibzu looking a lot more confident this second game. A little happier in neutral perhaps.
Yeah. I think as well, like Battlefield having those 3 platforms kind of really played in favor of Calamari, just being able to just use it to get around. Wow,
unleashing straight for him.
Unleashing a little bit too late, yeah.
Now Kibzu's going to take it back seat. He's going to run away. He's going to turn around F tilt. Finds the back air on his return to stage, and completely different start to game 2.
Yeah, people will always find their way in. Like there'll always be like a big change. If you kind of like approach the neutral in a different way based on all the information you've taken in from game 1, being on a stage that you can enjoy a little bit more. There's only the one platform. It's also at that lower height as well, so it's kind of, and it's wider. So again, that will be a little bit better for sharking as a whole, especially in that central point. The wider like nature of Crom's hitbox as well when he's doing it. For example, like up air does kind of like cover a lot, as you can see.
Absolutely, and Kibzu's actually been making a lot of use of up air. He's been doing fast fall up airs as he lands to try and get himself a combo started.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed is that neither of these players have taken advantage of the fact that both of these characters do not have terrific recovery.
No, they don't. You're right.
It's been a complete non-issue.
I mean, seemingly so far. I mean, it seems like maybe like there hasn't been a. I mean, at this point, I don't think Calamari really knows like where those vulnerability frames are to kind of like get the hit on Crom when he's coming up. And also, I kind of find that at this current point, the recovery. Oh, very nice. Didn't get the sweet spot.
Risky from that big air dodge, but
keep himself safe. Goes in with the aggressive nair going in, but the up air.
There is the up air, and Kibzu really seems to be taking charge this time round. Calamari, though, happy to take his time, play a bit slower, and then unleash one of Wolf's huge smash attacks. Using
it a little bit further out like that is a bit safer because you do have that big hitbox coming out immediately, and then it does give you enough time to get down with another hitbox.
Kibzu's made a lot of very good use of air dodging to the ledge. And, that's an option that's really good at the moment. It's early days. People aren't going to be great at punishing it. And, Kibzu taking real advantage of that.
Yeah, so at this point as well, like Kibzu is definitely one of the big kill options that Calamari has used has been the back air. Very nice getting the run off again, getting the punish.
Oh, nice get up attack to punish the recovery onto stage. Now they're both fishing kill options.
There it is, comes out eventually. It just seems like, at least in the immediate neutral, Kibzu is staying a little bit more grounded as well. And I think that, or at least kind of like saying like low height. Whereas like I think because of that, he's been able to kind of like really get into Calamari a lot more. And definitely has been racking up a lot more percentage. He's not like kind of going too high all the time.
Back air. Another big hit, but so game 3.
Kibzu bringing it back. Interesting to see where we're going to go. Based on the stage that we have available, I wonder.
I just absolutely don't know what to expect with such a big stage list.
Yeah,
it's hard to get into people's heads.
Kalos is gone. Unova's gone. We wanted to see that other one. It's okay. Unova, Kalos are both gone, so those side edges are something he doesn't want to make use of. He wants to recover onto the ledge rather than hit the platform on the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
FD.
You don't want to get yourself into a back air situation.
Yes, a Town, Kalos, Unova, and FD, it seemed.
Well, that kind of makes sense. Town has a really high ceiling in this game.
Yeah. Very strangely, conversely to Smash 4, yeah.
But it also has the layout where there's a big section of stage between the two platforms. And I think Kibzu's trying to avoid an FD style situation.
Yeah, so if you see, like, he's gone to story, it's very similar to Battlefield in, you know, regular triplats. Ah, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, again, going for the triplat setup, because I think that really worked out well for Calamari in that game. Based Mama GP, bringing in the water. Thank you.
All right. And again, we've taken a nice, patient start to
Is it me, or does a Yushi story look really big in this game?
It does, and it is. It's been sized up so that 8-player Smash will work on it.
Why am I not going on this stage more? Because this would be the same as Battlefield.
It's not exactly the same. It's similar.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking about, like, I shouldn't be talking about this during comms for another game, another person's game. But I'm thinking, like, maybe I might be able to enjoy Richter on this stage. It's huge.
It is. It's big. There are some issues with it, especially for a Richter player, and the sloped ledges and the fact that the platforms go above the ledge. But don't seem to be bothering Calamari or Kibzu. That's too low.
Yeah. You have to use. This is the thing. People are still like underestimating just how much lag there is post air dodge. My God.
It is extremely laggy as an option, but if you can use it high enough, it almost functions as another jump. Oh, nice.
Oh, there's the parry as well. The wall jump into like. Oh wow. Okay, trying to read that roll on. There's the back air though. Not enough to take that stock, despite the electric coming out.
Oh, and he's using the slant there to get the down tilt to hit below the ledge. But that was a really lovely sequence from both players, both taking advantage of their strengths. SevereCalamari enjoyed the fact that the stage he picked has a wall to jump off of. So, you know, it's really nice bit of play from both. That killed dash attack.
I mean, it was like 150 and 50% though. So
Yeah, absolutely true.
I'll give him that at least. Okay, there's the up tilt. Oh, hello.
Getting out of dodge.
Okay, here's the grab. Very nice tech there, just going to keep Calamari at bay. Nair comes out. And then, yeah, he dodged appropriately, got the forward tilt. That reach forward is really clean. Here are the fairs. It's a wonderful angle with the fair, to be honest. Like, the knockback's very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice, and it works at almost any percent. It's a great utility move no matter what situation you're in, because it's going to pop them up into a situation where you might get an up air or another fair, or at low percent you're going to get a grab out of landing a landing fair. So it's a really nice.
There's that back air, yeah.
You can just see him fishing for
You were talking as well about how like strong Ra is, you know, or reverse aerial rush for those who don't know the terminology. You know, of Crom, but we're seeing it as well coming out from Wolf as well. That back air is so strong when it actually hits with the boot. If you give him the boot, like
it's like a cannon.
Yeah,
it absolutely just evaporates off the screen.
Okay, no tech there this time from Kibzu, so a punish comes out.
Interesting there that Calamari gave Kibzu the credit. He just assumed that he would land the tech, and so disengaged and went back to center stage.
This is very nice. A double up air goes for a third, but a jump away from Kibzu. Looking very, very solid so far from Calamari. He's got more than a stock lead right now.
Yeah, he has lapped Kibzu, and it's looking rough for Kibzu at the moment. He doesn't really seem to have a set plan and neutral. And
this is the thing. I just think that, you know, having that's the back is going to connect, and Calamari pumps his fist. Kibzu's down to losers, and Calamari advances. Winners round 3 for him.
Yeah, and I mean that was a really clinical game 3. Once he took the lead, he just slowed everything down, played at his pace, didn't blink.
Yeah, that's the thing. Going for the triplat option again. That's what I was expecting him to go for. At least that's what I was hoping, but I knew he couldn't go back to Battlefield. Toy Story, wow. Why? I'm not even a big fan of Toy Story. I'm thinking about it. Why? Yoshi's story.